There it is. There it is. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? See, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Oh my goodness, today is Monday. That's right, today is Monday, November 9th, 2020. Can you believe it? It is Monday, November 9th, 2020. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Monday, November 9th, 2020. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Fair enough? Let's bring it up in here today. Dude, my name is Glenn Lundy. I am your host here on hashtag Rise and Grind. I am also the creator of the group, the hashtag Rise and Grind group, right here on Facebook, over 30,000 members strong, nothing but motivation, education, and inspiration. If you're not a part of the group already, we would love for you to come join us. You can go to riseandgrindgroup.com and you can find us there. Listen, this week, we have an incredible series. This week, we have an incredible series called Revolutionary Thought. What does it take to change the world? That's what we're going to talk about this week. This is a series. I want you to understand something. This is a series that is designed to inspire you in such a profound and shocking way. I know that's big. I know that's a big declaration. I know it's Monday morning and we're like, holy smokes. You're making a strong, bold claim there. But listen, this is a series that is designed to inspire you in such a profound and shocking way that you will walk away jacked up and ready to transform the world. Fair enough? Fair enough? That is the only promise I'm going to make for you. That is the only guarantee I'm going to make for you this week. Right? Is that you are going to walk away jacked up and ready to transform the world. Listen, it's Monday. I can't wait to dive in. So let's just dive in. Let's do this. You ready? You ready? Let's dive in and let's grow. Now listen, before we get too far though, it's very important. We got to do a little dancing this morning, right? I got to get everybody woke up. All right? You got to get moving. You got to get the body flowing. I know you've been drinking your coffee. You've been doing whatever. You've been ready to dive in, but now we got to get you in motion. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. All right, so we got to get you in motion. Let's do some dancing this morning. This is also the part of the show. For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. And what better series for you to invite a friend in when they're going to walk away inspired and ready to change the world. This is also the part of the show where I say good morning to you and you say good morning to me, whether you're watching live or on replay or listening to the podcast or watching on YouTube or whether you're on Facebook. Say what's up to me, I'll say what's up to you. What's up, Nathaniel Banks? How you doing, Melvin Rodriguez? Don Sankey's up in here. James Gavin. There's over 170 people on here live today, this morning. I love it. What's up, Archie K? How you doing, Casey Rossiter? Hopefully you'll be getting back in the saddle soon. What's up, Spencer Nicholson? We got Michael Guthrie, Mr. Mike Romano. Great to see you. What's up, Mr. Kevin Stroh-Snyder? That's right, Kevin Stroh-Snyder's up in the house. Carmilla Butcher is up in here this morning. Marilyn Wilkins, great to see you. Robin Welshans. What's up, Scott Simons? How you doing, Miss Liza Myers-Borges? What's up, Brian Edlin? I'm also seeing a bunch of my elites up in here. Hashtag Rise and Grind Elite. We've got that mastermind session today at 6:30 a.m. If you want to step into a deeper level, a deeper connection, you want to spend a couple hours a week with me, asking questions, masterminding, all of those things. If you want to do that, go to riseandgrindelite.com. I see Michael Guthrie. What's up, Pete Daly? Krista Bug is up in here this morning. Mrs. Gail Beecraft, John Gayheimer, Vicky Everett, Rick Tamburino. Oh my goodness. It is a packed house here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Hey, while I have your attention, Rick Chavesty, great to see you, Amanda Sanner. If you haven't done so already, the whole new lineup of hashtag Rise and Grind gear is out. It is available. It is ready. Check out the website. Go to glenlundy.com or go to riseandgrindgear.com. Go get you some gear. Dude, we got hoodies. We got sweatpants. We got camo. We got all kinds of stuff just in time for the holidays. Make sure you go check it out. There's all types of gear up there. Also, if you're in the automotive world, I got to let you know our 800% club is filling up. We've got some insane, amazing leaders in the auto industry that are in this new group that's getting ready to launch. We'd love to have you be a part of that. As a matter of fact, you don't have to listen to it from me. My man Brian's going to tell you what it's all about here in just a second. What's up, Suzanne Waugh? We've got Sandra Benstock DeLolio is up in the house this morning. All kinds of people, over 200 people watching live here on hashtag Rise and Grind, and that number keeps going up. What's up, Carrie Lynn Carter, Melvin Rodriguez, Emily Galler's up in here, Kelly Taylor. Oh my gosh, packed house. Hey, Brian is going to share with you what the 800% Club is all about, and then we're going to dive into this idea of revolutionary thought. What does it take to change the world? Brian, tell them what's up.
Brian Beatty, I'm the general manager of Patriot Subaru in Saco, Maine, and I've been with the 800 Club since May of this year. What I've learned out of the 800 Club is that getting together as GMs or owners, it's taking a look at yourself and to become a better leader, to become a more positive person in leading an organization. And that trickle-down effect is what allows you to grow and continue to move forward. Spending time with the other people who own dealerships and just talking about problems or talking about solutions or things that they've found to work for them, it's just been a great bonding experience. I would describe it as something that you have to be open to. It's something that you're going to sit there and say, I want to grow. I want to become better at what we do, whether that's sell more cars, whether that's service more cars, whether that's become more profitable. It's to open up your mind and realize that the sky is the limit, and there isn't, as many people have said, you can only sell so many cars because of where I'm located or because of the customer base. That's not the case anymore. The case is you can go and sell a car anywhere in the United States, and it's to make your goals something that isn't easily attainable.
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. Let's dive into this week's series. It's going to be powerful. I hope you're ready because I'm about to bring it. So check it out. This weekend, my kids they decided to have an event. You see, Savannah had this idea. She's like, hey, I want to earn. She didn't say I want you to give. She said, I want to earn extra money so that I can buy Christmas gifts for all of my family. Now, we have a big family. Imagine the pressure on this 11-year-old. This 11-year-old's like, I got to get a gift for my brother Joel. I got to get a gift for my sister Willow. I got to give a gift for my sister Meredith. I got to get a gift for my brother Fisher. I got to get a gift for my sister Oakland. I got to get a gift for my sister Kira. I got to get a gift for my mom. I got to get a gift for my dad. I got to get a gift for grandma and for grandpa, right? Like all this pressure and for Gaga and all this stuff, right? So she's like, I need to make some extra money, Dad. I need to make some money. Me and the kids need to make some money. I just saw some likes and some hearts. By the way, make sure you check in. Let me know how you're feeling this morning. That's how I interact with you. So when I see your likes, your hearts, your smiles, your cares, all of those things, that's how we take this show that is online and we really can connect offline. So your energy feeds my energy. So the more of that I can see, the better. Please make sure you check in. Let me know how you're feeling this morning. So Savannah's like, bro, I need some cash, because I got a big family and I need to raise some money for them. So she's like, is it cool if I sell brownies and hot cocoa in the driveway? And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, right? And then she's like, well, wait a minute. People might not want brownies or hot cocoa. They might want like lemonade or some cookies, or maybe they just want to come. Maybe they'll come out, like if they have something to do, like maybe we could charge, like they could go fishing at the pond, or well, we have some stuff. Maybe we could do a yard sale, right? Like she started thinking of all these things. And I was like, all right, kid, go. Do it up, man. Do it up. Let's go. Set up an event. Do all the things and see how much money you can raise this weekend for yourself and for your siblings and so on and so forth for Christmas. So she got everybody together. She hired the kids down the road. She got all her brothers and sisters together. She put them all to work. So Joel spent Saturday morning folding all types of clothes, right? He was folding all the clothes, and they were setting up all the different tables with all their different toys and all the different stuff that they could sell. They were making lemonade and making brownies and making cookies and doing all these things, right? They were setting everything up over at the house, and they got super excited. And they made their signs, and they, like I said, all the neighborhood kids, they put all the neighborhood kids to work. So they made these beautiful signs, and Joel was like, I'm going to charge $5 an hour for fishing. And they were charging $1 for brownies, and they decided they were going to do all of these incredible things, right? And so they got all set up, and they spent hours and hours and spent all week getting ready for this thing. And ultimately, attendance wasn't great. Attendance wasn't great. All of our family members showed up. They came to support, which was awesome. Our old neighbor, Daniel, he came down and was riding around on the dirt bike, which was super cool. Gail Beecraft, one of our Rise and Grinders, she came out and rode a four-wheeler for the first time, which was absolutely amazing. She was out there riding around on the four-wheeler. Michaela and her family came out. She's a Rise and Grinder that we hadn't met physically in person before, so she came out and we appreciated that. And then the Joneses family, they came out too, Melissa Jones and her family. But other than that, it was pretty much just our family. There wasn't a whole lot of people. We put the signs out in the street. People didn't come in. There wasn't a whole lot of yard selling going on, so on and so forth. But it was a very special and beautiful day anyway. You see, the kids raised $475 on Saturday. $475. That's a lot of scratch for a bunch of little kids, right? They raised $475. And so you might be asking, you might be like, how is it? There was 4 Rise and Grind members. There was pretty much just a few, family members. How did these kids raise $475? And I'll tell you, my daughter, Savannah Rain Lundy, she came up to me and she said, Dad, and she handed me a $10 bill. She said, Dad, I want you to post an ad on Facebook and let everyone know about our event. 11 years old. She's never even been on Facebook. Innovative, creative. She said, I want you to post an ad on Facebook. So I did. I I posted on Facebook. I actually posted 2 or 3 times over the weekend, I think. Put a couple things in my story. And you, crazy Rise and Grind members, started dropping all kinds of money in my Venmo account. All weekend, all throughout the day, as they were having their sale, I kept running over to them and saying, hey kids, another Rise and Grind member just dropped you some money in Venmo, making donations. Here, this is for the kids, the kiddos' business adventures, split it equally amongst the young Lundy entrepreneurs. All kinds of money just got dropped into our Venmo account. So they raised $475. $475 in a day, thanks in big part to you, Rise and Grind members all around the country. Now, the reason I share this with you is this is an example. This is actually multiple examples of revolutionary thoughts that have changed the world. Revolutionary thoughts that changed the world. If you go back in time a little bit, there was this guy named Mark Zuckerberg. I'm sure you've heard of him. So Mark Zuckerberg, at 19 years old, he created this app called Hot or Not. It's actually a website, I think, at the time, hotornot.com. And this was an idea that he had where people in college campuses could rate the women locally on whether they were hot or not. Now, I'm not saying that this is something that should be done. I'm not advocating judging women based on their appearance, hot or not. I'm just telling the story, so please understand. I value women big time. But he starts with this website called hotornot.com. And he takes this hotornot.com, right? And it starts to grow and expand. And so he starts taking it not just to his college campus, but to other college campuses. And he creates this social media area where all college kids can come together and they can interact. And you have to be in college in order to be a part of the system. You have to be in college to be a part of the program. And everybody's on there and they start getting social and they start talking and it starts to expand. It starts to become something more than just hot or not. .com. And so they continue to tweak it and they continue to play with it and tinker with it and add different notifications and bells and whistles and styles and so on and so forth. And they start creating and adding all these different business partners and getting examples of how they can grow and expand. And what can we do this? And what if we add a like button? And what if we make a little smiley face? And what if we allow people to advertise on the platform? And they start to grow it and expand it until ultimately Facebook becomes one of the largest companies in the world. One of the largest companies in the world, making Mark Zuckerberg ultimately one of the richest people on the planet. And over time, Facebook has grown to alter the lives of literally every human being on the planet. And also ultimately, because of this revolutionary thought, this revolutionary idea, my kids were able to have an incredibly successful weekend, raising $475 on a yard sale that only a few amazing human beings attended. You see, it can be this idea of Facebook was so revolutionary that it could be likened to the profound impact of one of the first and earliest ideas of all time, which is the wheel. You see, the wheel is what they would call the OG of engineering marvels. It was the original gangsta. It came out first. You see, the oldest known wheel was created in Mesopotamia around 3500 BC. Now, there were signs of early use of different round objects kind of prior to them, but this is the first known wheel, 3500 BC. And over time, that wheel has evolved. the wheel evolved, and at first they noticed that they could roll things that were round, and then that evolved to the idea where, well, we could place things on logs or whatnot that are round, and it makes those things easier to move. So you can see all kinds of hieroglyphics and whatnot of the Egyptian slaves pulling large stones, carrying those on logs. Well, that continued to evolve, and as a result of all these different advancements, new and innovative designs of wheels came out, and industrialization as a whole was able to take root. So what began as a caveman rolling a stone that then became logs helping move things faster, it then became the wooden wheel. And the first wooden wheel, when it came out, it was a solid wheel, and it was used to on carts and with mules, and they started using it for different work areas. And then it wasn't until the Romans in the late it wasn't until the Romans and then later in the Egyptian eras that they decided to put spokes on the wheels and an axle. And they started using them for chariots, and these chariots ultimately shifted wars. They shifted the world that we live in today. And then to take it further, a gentleman by the name of Robert Thompson had a revolutionary idea. You see, Robert Thompson figured out that, hey, maybe we could put air in the tires. And if we put air in these wheels, they weren't called actually tires at the time. They ended up being labeled tires with a Y, T-Y-R-E-S. But Robert was like, what if we could put some air in the tires? What if we could find a way to make them inflatable? And it is amazing how that one person's idea has literally changed everything. You see, now the wheel is everywhere. I mean, you could probably look around your room. You probably could find a wheel on your chair. I know I have wheels right here on my chair. You probably would find wheels on your cabinets and on your drawers. If you look around, obviously in your garage, you're going to find wheels on all the different products that are hanging out in the garage. Completely revolutionary. It's completely changed the world. It's fascinating to me. It's fascinating that we as human beings have this ability to create and to be able to influence the universe for all time with a simple idea. So yesterday I asked some of you specifically, I made a couple posts and I sent it out to my text group. If you're not a part of my text community, please text me 859-208-2351. But I sent out a message, and I asked you. I said, "What is I said I'm doing this series called Revolutionary Thought, and I was wondering if you could tell me what it takes to change the world." And I got a lot of responses yesterday. I just want to share a couple of them with you this morning. One of the responses said, "You have to be bold to make a change. Anyone who's ever made a lasting change in the world was bold in their pursuit." That was from my man, Justin Walker. Sherry Choquette said, "For me, what it takes to change the world is loving kindness. I believe we are to teach individuals God's love, model the behavior by faith, lead by example, being transparent and giving God glory for the glow up in your life." There's so many in here. Lauren O'Donnell said, "It takes love and kindness." Martha Alvarado said, "A change in our attitude, a compromise with our future generations to have more empathy for each other." Vanessa Wallace said, "Effort. As long as there is effort, anything is possible." Lane Simmons says, "Considering the many varied cultures and belief systems throughout the world, increasing awareness and tolerance levels would be a good start." Vanjie Torres says, words that change the world, love, peace, kindness. I want you to drop what you think it takes to change the world down in the comments, if you would, please. But there was one theme. As I read each response, I couldn't help but be humbled. I couldn't help but be thankful and be reminded of this fact that ingenuity, technology, inventions, those are all revolutionary, but nothing can change the world more than the hearts of man. This weekend, there was a wonderful human by the name of Alex Trebek who passed away at 80 years old. 80 years old, he passed away. He'd been married to his wife for 30 years. She was 24 years younger than him. They'd been married for 30 years, happily. Alex Trebek, over his time with Jeopardy, he did over 8,000 episodes, and he became very wealthy, worth over $75 million. And as I learned more about Alex this weekend, I learned that his routines were like clockwork on all the way up at 60 years. After being in business in television for 60 years, on the times that it was his day to show up and record the episodes of Jeopardy, this man would show up excited, ready to work. He would show up at 5:55 a.m. like clockwork. They would pick him up. He'd get in there at 6 a.m. At 6 a.m., he would get his call sheets. He would spend an hour and a half every morning going through every question, making sure that he personally knew the answers to every question. If he didn't know the answers, he would look them up himself, old school. He looked them all up. And if he noticed any flaws, or if he thought maybe the questions were going to be too hard, or if he thought it didn't really flow, they would sit there in a meeting and they would go through in production, and he would go through line by line every single question, and they would shift it or reword it or change it, right? And then he would go out and lights would turn on, and he did this all the way up. Even though he was battling cancer in his last years, he did this all the way up. He never missed an episode. Never missed an episode. Ever. So this man showed up for his family. This man showed up for his wife. This man showed up at work every single day. And even on the last episode that he ever did, he had his notes sitting right there in front of him. On the very last episode, you can see him looking down as he's going to commercial, as he's going through the production and making sure it was perfect, because he felt like what he was doing was serving the world, and it was. It was serving the world. It was serving the world in such a powerful way. His work ethic was so incredibly admirable. He was forever a student, always reading, always learning. He loved people deeply. He cried often. He admittedly said he cried all the time. He cared endlessly for human spirits. He supported so many charities. He traveled around the world. He gave back tirelessly. In Hollywood, he bought 60 acres of land and gave it to the community. And in the very end, Alex Trebek said these words that I want you to take with you today. Alex Trebek said, "Stop worrying about the future. Treat every day as a blessing. Try to be aware of when you leave this earth that you've made a difference in the lives of other people. A positive difference." At 80 years old, as this man died from cancer, these were his last words in an interview just months ago. Words that I think we should all take to heart. Words that to me are powerful and they resonate with my soul, and I hope they do with you too. Because, see, I need you to understand something. You are a revolutionary thought. You, too, can change the world. See, you were a thought originally. You were a thought. A thought in the mind of the Creator. The Creator of the universe. You see, you, my friend, are a child of God. The God who made everything. And at first, you were a thought to Him. And that thought has become a thing. And because you now exist in this time, in this world, you specifically have everything you need in you. It is in the hearts of man that we change the world. Revolutionary ideas come from the hearts of man. So I challenge you as you go out into the world today to just be reminded. I want you to remember how impactful your life is how much you matter. You see, every decision that you make, it matters. It makes an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. You showing up here this morning has made an impact on me. And I, for one, absolutely stinking love you for it. I do. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. I do. I do. I do. I love you so stinking much. I love you so stinking much because I understand that when you become the absolute best version of yourself that you can be, not an average version, not a little bit above, not a little bit below, but when you become the absolute best version of you that you can be, it makes a revolutionary impact on the rest of this planet. You matter, you matter, you matter. You matter. It matters. So listen, all this week, we're going to talk about revolutionary thoughts, revolutionary ideas that have changed the world. I hope you'll come back. I hope you'll have an amazing day today. Go out there, be all jacked up, charged up, energized, all of that. I hope you'll do that. I hope you'll hit the share button on your way out if you haven't done so already. But most importantly, I hope you'll come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m., because we're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. Hey, hear me out. If you need more videos like this, you can go to GlennLundy.com. Get on over there. You're welcome to do that. If you haven't got your Rise and Grind gear yet, go get some right now, dude. Sport this stuff. I'm telling you, the new gear lineup is sick. It's so comfortable. It's perfect. All right. It's just perfect. All right. So go get you some if you haven't done so already. But continue to connect. Oh, why is that working? Oh, that's weird. This whole time I thought the music was playing. Continue to connect. Continue to know that you matter. I love you dearly. Have an incredible day. I'll see you tomorrow. Hashtag Rise and Grind. Bye-bye. Boom.
In my dressing room.
Zone.